I'm just going to present a very brief introduction, which really came out of something that we discussed at a company meeting a few months ago, where a lot of our staff were very confused about the different interlibrary loan providers in the marketplace, and what was the difference between providers. And I think it is something that is quite confusing. So I will just talk briefly about the different models of interlibrary lending and then how that ties in with what you're going to see in just a minute from David and from Andrew. So it's a confusing and complicated area. There's a lot of acronyms, there's a lot of providers out there. And the question our staff was asking is what actually is the difference between these words, reshare, relay, rapid, they all sort of blur into one. So the way I think of it is that you have different types of interlibrary lending. You have what is called the sort of direct deliverer interlibrary lender. So that's somebody like the British Library, where you have a one-to-one relationship with them. You then have interlibrary loan providers who act as brokers on your behalf. So you know what you want, but you rely on somebody else to go out and find it. And then the third model really is resource sharing, where you're perhaps working in a more community-based interlending, where materials perhaps moving between library locations. Oh, sorry, let's move forward one. Okay. And the interesting thing, which I think David will highlight, is that the concept of a broker is emerging as something that is different to perhaps the traditional interlibrary lending model that we think about. So direct delivery, as I said, that's really one-to-one. It's you, the library, interacting with another service provider, so peer-to-peer sort of relationship. So in the UK, we think of that as the British Library, but it could be in Denmark, it could be Danbib, it could be Norbib in Norway, and so on and so forth. The broker model that David and Andrew are going to talk about is where the library interacts with a brokerage service, and they then seek out the material on your behalf. So they might provide, they might go to one or more providers to look for that material, and they'll be looking for them to provide the material back through them and then back to you. And then this final model really is the consortial model, where you have multiple libraries working in partnership, and you perhaps be moving stock between libraries within a wider consortium. So that could be local authority based, it could be wider, it could be national potentially, but the stock is sort of moving around between them. And that's how Koha really operates with its interlibrary loan backends. So as you're probably aware, those of you who do use interlibrary loans, we have backends for different providers. So we have a Koha to Koha backend that allows one Koha system to talk to another Koha system and do direct delivery. Koha to the British Library, again, direct delivery service from the BLDSS. And then, as I mentioned, in other parts of the world, other Koha support companies have picked this up and adapted it to their local needs. So in Sweden, Norway, and I think the same is true in Denmark. We also have a generic email, which again is a direct delivery. You as a library sending an email to an individual institution. But then the one we're going to talk about in a minute is the brand new one that we've just finished writing, or Andrew's just finished writing, and that's the Koha to Rapid ILL. So that is Koha talking to a broker who then is going on to negotiate the request on your behalf. And there are other broker services out there. So III have a service called InReach, and in the US, Bywater Solutions have written a plugin that interacts with that service as well. So one of the nice things about the front-end, back-end parts of the Koha interlibrary loan model is that you can create more of these backends as other services emerge or people want to start using these services.